tonight, the 800 points. I know obviously you would have preferred the W, but still nice level of your career to reach tonight.
Yeah, you know what, I don't really pay attention to too many of those things, so they're kind of things that when the yearbook comes out, guys start talking, and then you start hearing about those kind of numbers. So, you know what, I didn't even clue in, I didn't even know I was close, to be honest with you, and then when it shot up on the boards and the fans gave me that reaction, it was definitely touching, definitely a special moment. They made it one that I'll definitely remember for the rest of my life.
And if only it was a win.
Yeah, I mean that's the stinger right now. I mean I guess individual accomplishments are good in a sense, but it doesn't feel good after the after the loss. If it would have felt a lot better if we won. That's what we're going for. I mean, the individual things, I guess they can add up, and there's something maybe when you get older and look back on you might be a little proud of. But right now, I just want to win.
You got 10 goals in the middle of the third quarter as a team. Everybody's going around, and I would have bet the house was going down to the wire, and then no goals the last 22 minutes. That must be as puzzling to you as everybody.
Yeah, it was a funny game. You know what? To be honest with you, I think we kind of gave it away. As unfortunate as that sounds, I think we had the game in hand. You know, we gotta when it's 8-5, and they score those 2 goals, you know, before the half. That's kind of, you know, a stab in the back. We got to make sure we try to get that 9th goal, make it 9-5, and continue with the momentum. The fans were getting behind us at that point. The ball was going in. Those goals that, you know, we kind of let in at that time, or especially the one off the draw, are a little bit backbreakers. I mean, they do happen in our sport, so we'll deal with it. We just have to do a better job in the second half of fighting, competing.
Been around the game a long time, and obviously been on power plays for a long time. And Troy said the power play is really struggling this year. And what's it take to right the ship?
You know what? Yeah, it is pretty awful right now, and I mean, as for me, as being part of it, it's not something we're very proud of right now. So we gotta get our heads on straight. I think we gotta, you know, just do the simple things, the little things. We gotta take the shots when they're there. We obviously gotta, you know, maybe do some simpler plays, just take free open. I mean, we're 5-on-4. Rochester does a good job of packing it in. That's what teams are doing because we're not hitting the outside shots. So we got to start opening things up for us, working a little bit harder, getting those, you know, taking those shots when they're there, and obviously putting it in the net. So that's a huge thing in our sport. Any sport, special teams come up, you know, massive. Definitely at the end of the season, definitely throughout the games, and moving into the playoffs. So we got to iron that out. That's a big flaw right now, and it falls on the offensive guys.
Seems like a little bit of a mini-series here against Rochester, 3 games in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you guys like that as players, to see the same team so much in a row?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I mean, I don't really care, right? You got to kind of play the games. I think it's kind of good anyways. It's a bit of rivalry. You know, it's a great rivalry for me. I always get up for Rochester, you know, the Toronto and things like that. So I don't know. I mean, I kind of take them as they come, but it definitely, I think, adds to the excitement because it is like a mini-series. So, you know what I mean? Things will carry over, you know, from the previous game to the next game, right? So, you know, we got to get a win, though. I mean, we just dropped 2 to them. Our record in our division is, you know, very poor right now. And sitting 4-4, it's not where we want to be. So we got to start climbing out of it, put a few wins together, and then we'll be where we want in the standings.
A bit of home cooking now, the next 6 games, either at home or Toronto, Rochester. So you get to sleep in your own beds and hopefully take advantage of the rest of the stretch to.
Yeah, you know, we had a couple of Western swings there that are out of the way, and our schedule is, you know, pretty favorable to us right now. We have, you know, a few off weeks coming up too that guys can heal. You know, we have a couple back-to-backers, but yeah, you know what? We got a great group of guys in the locker room. We enjoy playing together. We have a lot of fun. We just have to put forth a better effort day in and day out on the floor, and we'll see the results we want to get.
Mark Jamieson had like 9 assists. Dawson was like 2 and 6, and the last time he played, he had like 9 assists or whatever the number. Those guys just, with their passing skills, do they just open things up?
Yeah, they did a good job of bagging. I mean, their guys were making their shots right there. They're getting the ball. I'm sure a lot of their assists were, you know, second assists, things like that. But I mean, I'm sure a lot were, you know, first assists too. They see the floor well. They draw a lot of attention on, you know, from the defensive standpoint. Both players can draw the double and get that pass off. So I mean, you know, you're talking about 2 all-stars in this league, and they can do that. We just have to, you know, gear down and, you know, definitely play a better game. I mean, all around, defensively, offensively, our draws, and as we talked about earlier, special teams as well. So.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mark.